Hello guys, and welcome back to the vlog. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I literally forgot that I am a vlogger, and so I haven't vlogged at all. It's currently Friday night. I just finished my nails. I went ahead and redid them. I did them like a orangey red, and I'm so tired. It's been a long week. But today I wore my sweatshirt to work today. The doctor was out of office today, so we didn't have any patients today. It was just more like back end stuff. And my manager, OR director, she has many roles, but she's like the mom of the office, and she brought me my favorite dessert today to work, which was a coffee cake. How could I forget? It was actually my grandma's favorite dessert too. So she brought me a coffee cake this morning as a surprise, which was so sweet. And just a pretty easy day, laid back. I got a lot done once, like at the end of the day. And then this evening, I thought about going into the podcast and doing like a voiceover or like popping in and kind of editing some stuff in it for my first podcast episode that I recorded already, because I had my timeline incorrect, but I'm just gonna correct it on the second episode. Like, it's literally not that big of a deal. I was talking about like it was just like a year behind. This is probably making no sense to any of y'all, but anyways, I have just been editing like podcast stuff and getting that already. I made my cover photo for my like podcast thumbnails for YouTube and stuff like that for when I launch on Tuesday. It's literally Friday right now, and I'm launching on March 11th, so I'm a little nervous. And one of my girlfriends today, she's actually literally going through labor right now, and I had sent her one of my like PR packages from last vlog. She was one of the ones I sent the package to, and so she sent me like a little unboxing video today of her opening it, and it was just so sweet. Like, literally made my day. It was so nice. But yeah, prayers to you, babe. I know I've already texted you, but hoping everything is going well with labor and delivery. You're gonna do amazing. I recorded earlier this week of like a Botox update. So it's a 1 week officially today of my Botox treatment. So eyebrows raised, angry face. I literally can't even make an angry face anymore. Yeah, it doesn't work. And then my smile. And then the lip flip is very powerful. It's working overtime right now. The lip flip is lip flipping. Me like drinking out of a straw and stuff. If I like drink a sip of water and have it like, filled in my mouth like this, it'll just like spew out the front. So that's been fun, but yeah, really happy with it. I can't make that face. I haven't even tried it. Usually it's like way up here. Okay, that's amazing. Literally, that's my favorite face for some reason. But yeah, this vlog, it's gonna be probably like another weekend vlog. Clay and I are currently house hunting. Woo! We are so excited. So we have our like mortgage, like our lender already. So we are gonna start like planning stuff with him and getting the ball rolling on that. And then tomorrow we're probably, we wanna go like before we start like actually officially going through the buying process, and it's probably gonna be like over the next few months. We need to be out of this apartment by July. So it'll be like that time frame. It's March now, April, May, June, July. So like 4-ish months to just kind of get the ball rolling. We wanted to start in advance. So we're gonna go drive around some of the houses and neighborhoods and things like that we have saved already, and just kind of see the vibes and whatnot before we pull the trigger and kind of figure out, because we're trying to stick within our budget, and then also we want a little bit of land. So we're trying to find like the perfect balance of that's not like downtown Nashville, near like super close to Nashville, but not where it's going to be like an hour drive during rush hour traffic, since we still both will be working in Nashville. So we're gonna go drive around and look at some places this weekend. That'll be on Sunday, so I'll take y'all a look for that. And then tomorrow I have so much to do to get ready for the podcast launch. So I'm gonna be recording my second episode, which I've pretty much planned out. I'll probably spend tomorrow morning just perfecting the planning part of it, if you will. And then yeah, that's about it. That's kind of the plan. Those are the two big plans for the weekend. And right now I am about to wash my hair. It honestly doesn't look bad, but I have not washed my hair since I think Monday, which it honestly doesn't look too bad for Monday hair. But yeah, I'm gonna use my new hair mask that I got from last vlog. The Cure. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this mask I'm super excited about, and then I'm going to fake tan. And I can't remember if I've talked to y'all about my fake tan routine, but what I do, hang on, I'll grab it real quick. So what I do for my fake tan is I buy like the actual professional spray tan solution, and then I put it in, this is one of my old like pump foam spray tans, or like fake tans, whatever you want to call it. This is actually one of my favorites. And so it was empty, I'd used it all, and so I just poured this into here, and I use this like all over my body with just a mitt. And then for my hands, I will use, I really like this one for my hands and my feet. It's Love It First Tan from B-Tan. You can like find it at Walmart. It's super cheap, and it's just a 1-hour self tan, and it has a violet base, so it like cancels out any oranges. So I'll use this one on my hands and my feet, and I just use it with like a elf kabuki brush. So this is my fake tan routine, and honestly nothing has ever been as good as putting that spray tan solution in here and using it, because it dries so fast. I can layer it multiple times. Like, I don't have to wait until it dries down. I can do one leg, do the other leg, and then the other leg's already dried by then, and so I can do a second layer on the other leg, which is amazing. And it doesn't transfer on my sheets or anything like that as much as all the other self tans I use. Before, for years, my holy grail was Bondi Sands, the ultra dark one. And like, I can't even fathom using that again since I started doing this probably about a month and a half, 2 months ago. It's what I used before my cruise, and it's such a wonderful color. It's so dark and so even. Yeah, absolutely love it. So I'm gonna hop in the shower and do my nighttime routine, and then it's like already almost 9, so I'm probably just gonna go to bed after this, and I will catch up with y'all in the morning. I hope y'all had an incredible week. I know here in Nashville the weather's been like all over the place, and so allergies and everything have just been up and down, but yeah, I'm excited for the weekend and can't wait to hang out with y'all. So I'll see y'all in the morning. Sweet dreams. Good morning, guys. It is Saturday, and that means it's podcast recording day. I just made my coffee. I'm toasting a bagel right now, and I am probably going to sit here, do my Bible study. I'll probably sit on the couch actually, do my Bible study. And I need to finish the outline of my second podcast episode. You would think that it's been, months that I've been planning this, and my second podcast episode outline would be done and not be done the day of recording 3 days before my podcast launches. You're wrong. I did have it planned out, and then it just didn't feel right. It really didn't feel right. I talked about how in my first episode I was going to do like a theme, and like for each episode, like it could be about anxiety or I don't know, abandonment, betrayal, trust. I mean, I've gotten down like a list of things to talk about, and I just don't feel qualified or like I'm forcing myself to do all of this research like a therapist or something on these topics, and it's taking away the time I could be for writing out like Bible study things and remembering specific details from my childhood. It's taking away my energy and my time trying to teach a lesson on whatever this theme is. And so we're not doing that. I'm not doing a theme for each episode. I mean, there will be themes in each episode, obviously, with the stories I'm telling. However, this will not be that. It will be, I'm just going to start from the beginning, telling my life story from a bird's eye view. I think that will be easier for people to listen to and understand, and it'll be better, I feel like. So that's the plan, and then just end each episode tying in God's hand and everything. So that is what this podcast today is going to be about, and I just it'll be like about my parents' story, their marriage, and then it's going to be about their divorce and the first 5 years of my life-ish. I mean, I was so young. I do remember actually quite a lot from not my parents' divorce per se, but I do remember right before the divorce, like a huge incident had happened. And I remember after the divorce, when people were taking care of us, my dad was dating and things like that. I do remember all of that. So I think I'll just probably go through like newborn to kindergarten, and that will be plenty for an episode, I'm sure. So yeah, that's the plan for today, and I just need to finish that outline. I've gotten most of it done. I just need to touch up some things and complete it. I haven't finished the end of the story yet. I was laying in bed last night talking to my husband about it, and I was like, dude, when I'm sitting here writing all of this stuff, it's bringing back so many memories. It's like when I grew up, and maybe I'll talk about this on the podcast, but I saw so many therapists, like school counselors, CPS workers, and I was constantly telling my story and constantly saying what was going on. And so it almost made it harder to heal from all of this, because I was just having to replay everything that was happening all the time, constantly. And it became my identity to talk about this all the time. Like, as embarrassing as that sounds, but like that's like how people knew me, and that's like what I was known for was the traumas I'd been through. Maybe that's not the case, but it was always just like fresh on my memory. I could remember so much about my childhood because I replayed it all the time, talking to like counselors at school and CPS workers, things like that. So now I can't remember the last time I told my story. I can't remember the last time I started from the beginning or I was thinking about any of this stuff. Like, I'll think regularly about a few things from my childhood, but not this far back. And so it's like pulling like strings from the back of my head, and like once you pull one string, then like 3 more come, and it's crazy. I remembered a memory last night that I had pushed down so far and tried to forget, about a little boy when my dad, it was a babysitter, and like my dad had us over at a babysitter's house, and something had happened between me and this kid, and then that just brought back all of these other memories, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is wild. So yeah, I wish that like my life was on film and on video, which makes me excited I'm doing vlogs and things like that, because it will be nice to watch back like in the future and remember these years with Clay and I before we have kids, and just kind of I need to be better about filming more, honestly, because it is hard to, I mean, I can barely remember the last my 0 through 18 years, and I'm sure with kiddos, and who knows, it could be more difficult to remember, easier to remember, I'm not sure, but all I know is time flies by. Anywho, I'm gonna eat my bagel and drink my coffee. I've been yapping y'all's ears off since I started the vlog, I'm sorry. And then like I said, I'm gonna finish my outline, then I will rinse off my fake tan. I look like a little mining boy. Dirt on my face. So I'll finish rinse off my tan, and then do my hair and makeup and get ready for my first podcast episode. And then, I don't know, I'm sure that will probably take me most of the day, honestly. And then I will catch up with y'all here in a little bit. All right, guys, I just finished getting ready for the podcast. I thought I would show y'all my setup, and my hair and my outfit and whatnot, but I just curled my hair. I just did like curls and then crimped my hair. And then my normal jewelry, as usual. One of them's hiding in there. I have my sweatshirt on with my podcast logo. Let's see if I can show you all the back. Ooh. Not a lone wolf. And then I just have some black trousers on and some white socks. But I thought I would show you all my podcast setup, like how I set everything up before I record. So I'll usually put my 2 box lights up and just have them facing like towards my set. And then here is the set, my mic, and then my journal. I make sure I have my journal with my outline sitting over here on my table that I can refer back to. I'm gonna attempt to let this one, Daddy gave her a haircut and it looks terrible. But I'm gonna attempt to let her hang out in here with me for the podcast quit day. And then over here, I just plug I haven't plugged it in yet, but I just plug my mic into my laptop and I record from there in like GarageBand, and just record the audio from my mic in there. And then I will set the tripod right here facing the set. And then so like I said, I'll put my iPhone here and record with my iPhone from this tripod. And then I'll also set my iPad up and I'll put it over here. So it's upside down, but you get the point. So it'll, that's my tripod stand for over here, is a meditating frog, and then a tape measure, so that I have this angle from the side, and then I also have the front angle with my phone. So it's tons of footage that I have to go through doing it that way, but and also recording the audio too, so it's like so much work. But that way I can have like this angle as well, and then if I want to repurpose any of the footage, I can use that also. Not also. I can use the video recording from the iPad to repurpose the like video onto like TikTok and to like Instagram and whatnot, because it'll be this small of a thing, like this small of a shot, if I do it only on my iPhone. So I try and do it on both. That way I'm able to repurpose it, and it's just like cool to kind of shoot back from different angles during the podcast. So that is the podcast setup. I'm gonna go ahead and record my second episode, and I'll catch up with y'all in a little bit. I finished recording my second podcast episode. Clay's home and it's almost 9. We're shaving Pookie. Dad gave her a haircut last weekend and didn't finish the job. She looked a wreck all week. So I started the job and Dad has now finished it. Yeah. Is that a fresh haircut? Look at all the hair, guys. Sit. But I just finished picking out my outfit for tomorrow, and also the podcast went well. I started getting things ready to upload on Tuesday, and I can't figure out how to extract, because I did like the video recording first on CapCut, and so I had to like, you know, chop the video up, chop the recording up, and it was 2 separate files, basically the video file and then the audio file, and I don't know how to only extract the audio file, so we're trying to figure that out. But I picked out my outfit for tomorrow. We are going to go house hunting. We're going to go check out some areas around Nashville, and there's an open house at one of the places we're, like one of the houses we were interested in. So we're going to go to that open house. And yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. We have been contacting real estate agents today. We have a lender in mind. We're just gonna go look at areas first to really figure out like where we're wanting to be, and then we'll contact the lender and kind of get the ball rolling. But it's not going to be for a couple months before we move, but just trying to get ahead of things and kind of see what's out there before we pull the trigger. So we are excited for that. So we'll take you along for the house hunting journey tomorrow. And then it's Monday and the week starts all over again. The weekends just fly by. I need like 4-day weekends every week. What about you, babe?
Yeah.
It just goes by so fast. Clay worked a 6-day week this week. So he worked today. He's only off tomorrow, and then he's 5 days, and then he's off next weekend. So we get to hang out next weekend, but we're gonna go ahead and clean up all of the mess that we made from shaving Daisy. Ow! Doing tricks for Daddy?
I get her to lay down.
Alright guys, we will touch base with y'all tomorrow and take you on the house hunting tour, which we're super excited about. So talk to y'all tomorrow. Sweet dreams. Good morning, guys. It is Sunday. It's currently 9:30 and the time change happened last night, which hallelujah. I'm so excited for it to be brighter for longer during the day, and maybe when I get off work I can actually go on walks and there will still be sunshine. So that was super exciting. Clay and I just got ready. Clay's getting ready now, and then we are gonna go head to a new little town we've never been to, like north of Nashville. They have a couple open houses, so we're gonna go. My nose keeps running. So we're gonna go look at some houses up there, just tour the area. I picked out some antique shops that I want to go to, and then like a brunch spot for us if we're hungry. So yeah, we'll just go explore, take y'all with us. Okay, we made it to the third one, and this one's like the best one we've been to. The other two were not that good. Okay guys, I'm literally the worst when it comes to filming out in public, especially when we are doing the open houses. There's no way I want. It's
kind of awkward.
You and the real estate agent. Yeah, so that wasn't happening, but we ended up doing how many open houses? 1,
4,
2, 3, 5.
5.
Yeah, open houses. It was like hit or miss, honestly. And like the houses we really liked, obviously you can't like expect them to be an open house. So we really just wanted to go explore the areas and kind of see neighborhoods and places we liked. So it definitely gave us a feel for what we do and don't like and what areas we do and don't like. So that was beneficial. There was one house I really liked the interior and the exterior of it, but we just really did not like the area. There was the White House, like that was on the end of the cul-de-sac where there was like no neighbors. You know, the interior of that house was really, really pretty. And then there was another house in that same neighborhood, the one that had the green exterior. Kind of looks like a Tudor home. And the inside of that one was not as cute as the outside of it. It was it looked like it wasn't made very well on the inside. Like very, very fast work. And it was 2 separate builders, but in the same neighborhood. And it just was so cramped, and it was a lot of young people. And we even went to an open house after that, and the agent was like, y'all need to look at that neighborhood. It's like a community. It would be great for like young people who don't want like yard work and XYZ. And I'm like, no, we want that. Like, I don't want to see my neighbors, but I want to be close enough to the city where it's not like an hour drive. So we've found a couple on acreage that we'll go look at. They're just not like open houses. We just need to get with our agent and go tour homes. So I don't know, it's just a little bit overwhelming. But first plan of action, we have a couple lenders that we're going to get with this week and just figure out.
You can like really narrow down the search.
Yeah. Really figure out what we are able to do as far as purchase price and all of that. So that'll help us narrow everything down and really give us an idea of what we can expect. We ate at this really cute restaurant though, and it was inside an old bank. So it was like marble everywhere.
No, it was an old post office.
Oh, federal building? It was old post office?
Yeah, it's called the mailroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the food was so good. I've never had a funnel cake.
Fried chicken funnel cakes.
It was like...
It's like chicken and waffles, but with the funnel cake instead.
Right. It was in place of like a waffle. So I got a funnel cake. it was like their funnel cake breakfast. So I had a funnel cake with bacon, potatoes. It was literally
I was ready for a nap after that.
Yeah. I literally afterwards I told Clay, I was like, my body feels high. Like this is the most sugar and carbs I've had in a long time. So it was really good though. And he got fried chicken with his, and it was delicioso. But we went and ran to Costco, got our normal things after. We needed some toilet paper and just, the normal stuff. But we just got home, and I need to figure out, also, I don't think I've told y'all yet. I am on my Spotify creator account, like trying to prepare to upload my podcast on Tuesday. Tell me why. It says we're going to be under like construction basically on which day? March 11th, the day I'm launching my podcast, starting at 8 a.m. They will be under construction. I was like, awesome. So you betcha I'll be up at 5 a.m. trying to get my podcast up to make sure everything goes smooth before it goes down at 8 a.m. I thought that was funny. I was like, oh, how ironic. Clay's in La La Land over here. Sorry, guys.
Looking at houses. I'm sorry.
But yeah, just feeling a little, just nervous, I guess, for the podcast launch, but in every house we were going in, I was like, oh, this will be my podcast room. I noticed that in the very last house we went in, and I was like, oh, Bailey, stop.
Yeah, like the best room besides the master in every house.
Yeah, we're excited though. It's a little overwhelming and a little stressful, but it's all exciting things, and we're very grateful that we have the opportunity to even buy a home. So we will keep you in the loop, and I will talk to y'all here in a little bit. I need to figure out my podcast audio situation, so we'll catch up with y'all or I will. I don't think Clay will. Are you gonna catch up with them in a little bit?
Yeah, we'll catch up.
It's Tuesday night, and my podcast has officially launched. It went live today, and I'm so excited about it. So if you haven't checked it out, be sure to go check it out. And then an update on the house stuff. We've had a couple lenders now pre-approve us for more than we thought we would get pre-approved for. So that's exciting. And we are now talking to a couple real estate agents and just getting our ducks in a row. We have probably about like a month before we need to start getting pretty serious about it, wouldn't you say? Like a month?
Or we start looking,
Like getting really serious. Sorry guys, it's almost 9 o'clock. It's been a long day. But we will keep you all updated on the house hunting process. And I am going to end the vlog here. So thank y'all so much for watching, and then I will see y'all in next week's vlog. Bye.
yeah.